Okay, I'm going to do another segment because there's more to go on today, and I want to split it up so that we can get this a little more flowing. Again, I'm going to start out with I'm selling a few singles. If you want to get Bare and Beautiful from Pocket Jukebox, it's right here. If you want to get the pass identifier, it's right here. These are very limited in quantity, and I probably won't print any more anytime soon. They are made at home. It's $1, but it's a good song. It's got, I mean, it's more than a song. This one's 4 songs. The other one is 2 songs. They sound pretty cool. They're kind of a total bedroom quality, but I was learning how to use a bunch of different pieces of equipment, and they all allowed me to get a kind of a sound that was comparable to some of the themes. And Stalkers, Born in the USA from 2001, and it's original pink vinylness. You can get this one for $4.50, and if you want an MP3 of Mr. Hankey's Chessboard from Pocket Jukebox, and I don't remember what year that was. If you want a copy of that one, I can send you an MP3 of that one. There's a bunch of back catalog stuff that I have from Pocket Jukebox that is available for very little money. You can get a bunch of songs, and they're a little raunchy, the old ones, and the Stalkers one is a little raunchy. So children, if there are any children watching, get your parents over here. They might like some of that stuff. All right, let's get this done right. There's a bank that's going to be giving loans to Islamists from other countries to buy homes in La Mirada, California. This is in a time when they're planning to arrest homeless vets for being homeless in Orange County. That seems like complete treason. And that should be seriously investigated. I've looked at some of the imams, and I want to get more information and get something printed and talk about it, but I'm just doing this now to get quick. I still need to do some more research on this. But a lot of those imams speak very nice and very eloquent and very educated, but their priorities are clearly not. I can do a lot of slang talk too. That's the reality. I'd have to understand why I like all this equipment the way I do. So I do catch up on some slang sometimes, and a lot of the concepts being promoted by a lot of the imams involved with a bank who's giving these Islamists money to be in Whittier, in La Mirada. They are definitely closer to Sunni or Sunnah. They don't appear to be any kind of people that are denouncing Hezbollah. They're not denouncing ISIS. They're not denouncing anything that I can see clearly. They're not denouncing anybody. They look like they're only interested in Islamists. So the bank looks screwed up to me. I don't like what they're doing. I don't like what they're doing in Bell. I don't like what they're doing in La Habra. I think they're too close. If we have people telling us that we have a curfew in these parts of town, we will have a lot of problems because this is our town. We don't like curfews when they're imposed by a SWAT-ready police system. We don't like it when they do it. What do you think we're going to like when it's guys and knives? Think about it. We're not going to go along with this. I would like to see a peaceful, non-violent resolve happen here because we don't need to waste our time with people that don't like us. If they don't like us, maybe they should keep moving. Go somewhere else. Because you know what? We might not care who you are afterwards. The reality is if you're coming here to hate us, if you're coming here to change how we live, what we believe, or how we do things, you're in the wrong town, man. We don't have a problem learning from civilizations. They're cool, man. You know, I'm not seeing anything cool coming out of Sharia. In fact, I see nightmares coming out of Sharia. Nightmares worth keeping very, very far away. So I'm going to tell everybody I know about the truth that is clearly read in Sharia. You can read it and look at it and see the garbage that it is compared to what we have in this culture here and now. So have that with a side of pork. I'm not interested in letting foreigners take homes in lands that are ours, that these soldiers went out and defended. You want to talk about class systems? Get your socialist ass out of these parts of town. We don't need Islamicists to have homes and cars and no jobs while our vets are out in the street rummaging for granola bars. Okay? That's just not cool. You look like idiots for wanting to do that. Also in the news, this week, some idiot in New York, and I got to get his name, got caught molesting children. And his entire defense is, well, I'm trans age. Keep your trans age problems in your head or go think about something else, because as soon as you're hurting children, you're hurting children. And I don't care if you understand or not, you don't deserve to be hurting children either. All right? This guy probably never had a job, never really had friends, but got considered very safe because he was on the left. He was trans age. He was just a little flamboyant too. So they loved him. They let him take care of children. You know, that seems like a complete crock. And what happens is, you get this. You get people learning how to molest children. Why are adults molesting children? Oh, and it's okay because he's got trans age. You know what? I've read sections of the Quran that would give you the same ideas. It would give you the idea that you could be trans age. It's called botchabazi. Are you into botchabazi? Is that what the trans age movement is about? Is that why there are so many connections between NAMBLA, the North American Man-Boy Love Association, and George Soros? Is that why they're so linked together? You know what, police officers? If you know George Soros is in town, you should arrest him at a Papa John's. You should be watching that Papa John's in case he walks in. He should go in. He took major parts of those companies. He shouldn't own that company if he's not going to eat there. He should go there, eat, and get arrested there. He's a slime bag who's making ties with Islamicists around the world to ruin the West. I don't like George Soros. No one does. He should go to jail too. And if this goes on, we're going to get a whole bunch of people that are really angry at lawmakers. We might remember how little we need these no job ever having losers running our cities, our states, our education systems. So with that, I want to thank you again for joining me today. Join me again later with The Weekender Live with Felipe Cortes. That's me. And I want to thank you all for putting up with me. And I want to remind everyone that if you want to help out with what I'm doing and with what my band is doing, because now I have a bass player, now I have a guitarist, and we're looking for a drummer. I have this pocket jukebox CD to sell. It's homemade. You can tell because I made it myself. And that's only like $1. And this one is only $1. And there's not many of these made, and I might not be making too many more. So homemade stuff, and that's how I'm funding it. And this one, I got a few companies to help me out on this one. I want to thank everyone involved, because without this, I guess I might just be rambling aimlessly. But I'm not. I actually have a different way of doing what I love, and so long as I'm able to do it, it's going to be different than all the controlled garbage out there that ruined Hollywood, that we rejected, my friends and I rejected from the beginning. You're going down, Hollywood. We don't need your bully system. Bullywood is over. And yeah, there might be more bands and artists out there in the country like me. I hope they're out there. I am here to reject the technocracy with stalkers, did it back then. Yes, a lot of that stuff is a little bit raunchy, but everything was back then. I'm still interested in liberty. I'm still interested in progress, the way I recognize progress in a lab study. I still recognize a lot of things to be true and pure Americana for today. So if you want to help out with what I'm doing, with what my band intends to do, which is hit the road and meet as many awesome people at our shows as possible, please buy a record or ask for the new or ask for the old MP3 of Mr. Hankey's Chessboard, and that's definitely going to show Greg Salcido, who has just insulted the military, as being dumb shit. That you'd rather have someone who is not only intelligent, not only caring about American citizens, but also has some kind of understanding of what the rest of America might care about. With that, I want to thank you. This is the Weekender Live. This concludes this week's segment, and I want to thank you all, and I hope you keep watching, and I hope you spread this out. Later.